All right, guys, on draft, we are doing a blind ranking of best Christmas movies of all time. Best Christmas movies of all time. Mark, I'm going to give you one. You got to rank it 1 to 5, and you don't know what's coming, so keep that in mind. Okay?
Blind ranking.
Yeah.
Do I have to close my eyes? Like that kind of blind ranking?
I mean, if you want to close your eyes, you know, you be you, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Hit
First
me.
one, Home Alone 1.
1 to 5. I fear that you don't have better options on this board for me. I do love me some Home Alone 1, but it's middle of the pack. I'm going 3.
All right. Second, Elf.
Here we go. You're already proving me wrong. You do have better options. Now I'm scared that you have too many good options, and I may have ranked Home Alone too high. I'm going Elf 2.
All right. The Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus.
May have a trick up my sleeve.
Who's in The Santa Claus?
Tim Allen. Come on.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Classic. Come on.
Easy 5 for me.
All right. Next,
Easy 5.
The Christmas Chronicles.
Now, here you go. Now I'm in a tough position, right? I would rank Christmas Chronicles behind Home Alone and Elf normally, and definitely light years ahead of the Santa Claus. I love the Christmas Chronicles. I don't know what you have for 1. This bugs me because I could easily put Christmas Chronicles in 1 because I can justify it. But I'm hoping that you give me a layup here and you have my favorite movie of all time for me to put a 1. So I'm going to go 4 for Christmas Chronicles.
All right. Fifth choice, Die Hard.
Damn it. I knew you set me up because I did the same exact thing on my list if I had to do it for somebody else. It's not a Christmas movie, and I just ranked it number 1. Roast me.
Today, Phil is blind ranking worst places to spend Christmas.
Worst places.
All right. Number 1,
Okay.
at a ski resort.
At a ski resort, I'm gonna go pick 3. I'm gonna go 3.
All right. Second, somewhere hot.
I'll go pick 2.
Okay. Third, at the airport.
5.
Okay. Fourth, in jail.
You seem like you're a little
Yeah.
like you're a little antsy here.
No, I'm not.
Fourth, yeah, jail 4th.
All right. And last choice, New York City.
Yeah, New York City number 1. I'm comfortable with that. I mean,
right.
Have you been to New York City for Christmas?
I have.
Got the bright lights. You go see the tree.
It's a magical place.
I mean, it's a magical place. It's also not magical, but you find your magic moments.
I got my buddy Phil here. He is going to blind rank 1 through 5 years.
Yep.
Best to worst. I'm going to name 5 years, Phil.
5 years.
I'm simply giving you 5 numbers.
5 numbers.
You're going to rank
Got it.
them 1 to 5.
Got it.
You ready?
Is it any particular time period or of all time?
It's what period are we in? Is this
Post 2000? Is that what it is?
No.
21st century?
This is from the 1800s on.
Oh my God! Come on, Mark.
It's historic years. Don't you worry.
Wow.
All right, 1945. Where you rank that? 1 to 5. Don't be shy.
5.
5.
Yes.
All right, not bad. The year of the atomic bomb and the Holocaust. I think you're off to a great start.
Yeah.
That's probably a terrible year.
Yeah.
So 5 is probably where it belongs. 1929.
I don't know what happened in 1929.
I don't expect you to, but you know what? You're blind ranking it anyway.
You know what? That feels sort of like maybe when women were able to vote. I'm gonna go number 2.
Number 2. All right. Close. You're not far off with your history. I like that.
Okay.
It was the stock market crash though. So the stock market crash probably not the greatest day, but
No,
also,
I think it could be because I mean, if you go back to the recession, I mean, of 2008, how many people got rich then?
Very true.
I'd say maybe it was a turning point for our country.
Could
What
have
I would
been.
say.
I like the argument. That brings us to the next one. 1865. Talk about turning points. 1865. Where do you rank this?
I mean, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times, right? We all know that.
Absolutely.
The 1865. I mean, what a year!
What a year.
It was good, but it wasn't number one good. That's what I'll say. What do I have? 1, 3, and 4 left? Is that correct? I'm gonna go 3 on this guy. Yeah.
You're right. It probably wasn't the greatest times
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Some would probably say slightly better than the stock market crash when slavery was abolished, but to each their own.
No, I mean, listen, different time.
Different times. I agree with you. We're gonna go with 1920.
Okay, 1920. Well, I think the Yankees, did we win the World Series then?
Oh man.
I think my grandmother was born. 1920, I'm going to go 4 on 1920.
Most people will agree with you. That was a dark day in history. That is, in fact, and you were pretty close on earlier on. That is when women were given the right to vote.
Okay, yeah, that's a bad day.
Dark
right?
day in history.
Okay.
So that makes default number 1, 1969 for you. What do you like about 1969?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
No, what? I mean,
Fame. What a famous day. And a great
Joe,
pick for number 1.
A lot of cool stuff happened. I know that.
The moon landing, allegedly.
Oh, well, I don't believe
Allegedly,
in the moon. I don't believe in the move land. That's why I didn't register. I don't.
Well, according to you, that was the greatest day in the history of the world. The moon landing.
Man, what
there
a list.
you go in.
What a list. Rocky is blind ranking the best Christmas gifts to get. Rocky, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So blind ranking. You can't see. All right. We're starting off nice and easy here. Tools.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm not sure you're slant here. I think every man loves his tools,
Tools are a good gift.
But I don't know what you got waiting for me.
You always need them.
So I'm going to put them right at 3.
Right at 3.
Right at 3.
Little tic-tac-toe strategy there.
Yeah.
Put that O in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Second pick, clothing. That could be any article. It could be a pair of socks, or it could also be that leather jacket.
This is easy for me.
That's a 5.
I hate when anybody in my family picks clothing for me. They don't know what I like. They don't know what looks good on me.
Wow.
Clothing is personal.
You bought me a hat one year.
5.
Okay.
Hats are easy.
Okay.
I don't consider hat clothing. 5.
Well, it is literally clothing. All right. Okay, so we got clothing at 5. We got tools at 3. So you have 4, 2, and 1 left. Wow. Okay, here we go. Cologne.
Yeah, I feel like cologne is kind of like the anyways gift. Like they don't know you. They don't know what to get.
What does 1 get you?
Yeah, so I'm going to go 4 here.
4, so you got 1 and 2 left.
Yeah. Cologne, a scent, a man's scent. It's personal.
All right, only 2 gifts left. I'm not sure where you're going to go here, but my next one is a gaming system.
Oof. Yeah, this is I've been adamant. I've talked a lot about how I want to become a gamer again in my old age.
Do you know?
So I'm going gaming system 1.
Gaming system 1. All right, and the final pick that you're left with at 2 is concert/game tickets.
Oh, I like that.
It
Right
worked
at
out.
2.
I did not play that well.
Yeah, right at 2. I love that. This is a good list.
Today, I'm going to have my buddy Rocky here blind rank the top 5 historic Christmas characters. You ready?
Yeah.
Blind ranking 1 to 5.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Number 1, we're the first choice, Santa.
Oh man, Santa. He's the big guy. I'm gonna put him at 2. I think there is one better. I'm gonna put him at 2.
You're going to put him at 2. All right. Is that one better? Is it Frosty?
No, Frosty. I do have a snowman fetish. I do. I'm gonna put Frosty at 4.
A snowman fetish. I wish we had time to get into this.
Yeah, I do. No, I
would like to know what that's about. Frosty at 4. All right, respectable. The Grinch.
Oof. You know what? Grinch is 5 for me.
Really?
Never been a Grinch fan.
Oh, man. Historic character. Rudolph.
So what do I got left here?
You got
I got 3 and 1.
4.
No, I got 1 and 3 because I put
you put Frosty at 4. You're right. You did. Santa 2, Frosty 4, Grinch 5. You have Rudolph, and you have no idea where I'm going with this last pick.
Yeah, I have to put Rudolph at 3 then.
At 3. That makes your number 1 Christmas character. It's a shame, man. It sucks having a man of faith on here and number 5 being Jesus. I was hoping to God.
No,
I was praying to Jesus that you put somebody at 1 and
JC.
that I could
number
challenge
1.
your faith.
JC number 1.
That I could challenge your faith. But there you go. You even said it beforehand. That's not fair.
JC.
You saw my list.
JC number 1. Yeah. No, I like my list. I think it's right.
It's a fair list. GOM podcast. Here again with my boy Phil. We are blind ranking. I'm giving him reprieve. Blind ranking 1 to 5.
Yep.
A mystery list. He knows nothing about till now.
That's right.
Christmas movie characters. You ready?
I'm ready.
1 to 5.
I'm so ready.
It's a good list.
I'm snowing.
All right. First choice. Clark W. Griswold.
This is in movies, right?
This is movies.
All right.
Movie Christmas
Clark
characters.
Griswold. I love Christmas Vacation.
Great
I don't
movie.
love it as much as you do.
That's preposterous.
I mean, listen, we're all different people, different tastes. But I respect Clark. I'm going to give Clark 3, not knowing what else you got coming down the pipe.
Okay. Fair. Personally, knowing the list, Clark's an easy one for me, but I get where you're going.
Well, you're a little biased.
Number 2 is Buddy.
Buddy the Elf for Christmas movies, for me, I feel comfortable putting him at 2.
Okay. Respect. And I get that. I get the fear with Clark at 3. Buddy, you feel a little relief. You're able to rank him a little higher.
He's lovable.
Yeah.
Iconic, character, sayings people say to stuff, but I'm still holding out hope there's somebody in a little bit more of a serious role that I could plug in at 1.
All right. That is fair. Is that serious role? Is that one Mr. Kevin McAllister?
Kevin McAllister, I gotta be honest with you, rewatching the Home Alone movies back with my kids, he's kind of a jerk. I mean, he's not the best kid. He's mean to a lot of people.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I'll give it to you. He could set a trap, but just something about Kevin McAllister rubbed me wrong. His family, the whole lot of them, I mean, all of them seem very mean. Unrealistically mean. So I'm comfortable with him at pick 4.
At pick 4, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, so we got the bookends, 1 and 5 available.
That's how I like it.
Uh-oh. That means where are you going to put Mr. Ralphie Parker?
He's 5. I hate that movie.
Oh, man. Do you really?
I hate it. It's over. I know it's sacrilege to the Clevelanders in the room. I just hate that movie. And I think it's just more fatigue. I'm willing to take the risk here on the last character, but Ralphie, it's more the movie than the character. Hate it.
I don't know what you have against leg lamps, but your number 1 pick,
Who is it?
John McClane.
John McClane, my guy.
You
Yes.
got him.
It's a Christmas movie. It is.
It's a clean sweep on the show for Die Hard today. Die Hard fans.
Nagasaki Plaza Christmas party. Today, Mark is blind ranking his favorite Christmas characters. Now, obviously, he doesn't know who's on the list. He's going to have to rank him anyway. Mark, you ready?
I think so.
You ready?
I'm nervous.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to mix this order up a little bit, buddy.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to make it easy for you, though.
1
I'm going
through
to
5.
start with Scrooge McDuck.
I love Scrooge. Pulls on the heartstrings.
He loves jumping in money.
Damn.
Heart of gold this guy got.
I think I have a beat on what you would do to me with one of these lists.
What do you think I do to you?
I feel like you're pretending to go bad so that I rank low, and then you hit me with even worse.
So you think Scrooge McDuck is bad?
No. I think in your mind, I think you're trying to trick me into putting somebody who is greedy, money hungry, not necessarily the greatest Christmas character of all time, and rank him low, and then you hit me with a bunch of other garbage that I have no choice but to rank higher.
I like Scrooge McDuck, so
I'm throwing you a curveball. I'm putting Scrooge at 2.
that's a high praise for Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, I like Scrooge.
I like Scrooge McDuck too, so you're off on your assessment here. All right, next
Damn
is
it.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty, to me, I think is an easy 5. No hate against snowmen. I don't know. I was never one of those kids that loved that Frosty cartoon.
All right, I hate to do this here. I'm going with Buddy the Elf.
See, here we go. Now I don't.
Where do you go with Buddy? The syrup and spaghetti eating fool.
I'm regretting putting Scrooge at 2 at this point.
Putting his father in a
That means that I would
snow
have.
globe.
I'd have to go Buddy 1, but then oh my
Find
god,
your
I
father,
could get
buddy.
2 gems afterwards.
We'll find your
All right,
father, buddy.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna put Buddy at 3.
Ooh, okay, Buddy.
You got to make this interesting.
All right, so coming in next, the onion-loving fool himself, the Grinch.
That's an easy 4. I'm subjected to whoever you got here for me. Is it Krampus?
All right, and the final pick is Clark Griswold.
Yes, nailed it. Clark W. Griswold, an easy 1 for me. I'm here with my buddy Rocky. I'm gonna have him blind rank. He has absolutely no clue what he's about to get himself into. He is gonna blind rank for the holidays the worst places to celebrate Christmas. You ready? 1 through 5, worst places. Knowing what I did to you the first round and how you played it, I'm going to play this a little bit different. I hope you're ready.
All right.
5 places, 1 to 5. Your parents' house.
Oh, parents' house. You know, I think there are places. I love my parents. Are places I'd rather be, though. So I'm going to put that right at 2.
Okay.
Right at 2.
I feel like that's a very safe pick.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe your parents watch the show and you are very afraid of, the outcome of putting them at 5.
I don't think my dad watches anymore, but that would be magic. But like, you know.
Okay. Your second option here, the in-laws' house. Celebrating the holidays at the in-laws' house.
Yeah, I mean, not for any reason, but it's a 4. Like, I think we've talked about it before on some of our expanded episodes where we prefer to be at our house, which I would. So I'll put it at 4. Not the worst, but not one of the better.
Let me just say, the most incriminating thing you could ever say is to start that off with not for any reason. That means that there is a valid reason why it's number 4 and why you also ranked it so low. All right, so if you got parents' house at 2, in-laws' house at 4. Huge disparity. I hope Trish is okay with that.
I think Trish would agree.
Spending the holidays at your boss's house. Now we know that you are now the boss, but think back to those days when you were lowly, you were fry guy.
Yeah,
when
so
you were fry guy at the boss's house.
So I think you got something worse.
Shout out to fry guys.
I think you got something worse on this list.
Okay,
But
do I have something better?
I don't know. If I'm at the boss's house, I can try to get ahead of my career if I'm smart, which I am. So I'm going to put it right at 3.
Wow. So you'd rather be at your boss's house than the in-laws' house?
Yeah. Because I can get ahead. I mean, I like that money.
That is,
I like that money.
That is fair. Okay. Your next selection is work. Spending the holidays at work. You couldn't get off. You have to be there.
Yes, so that's got to be 5 right now.
Number 5.
And no one likes spending holidays at work.
All right. So that means your number 1 place to spend your holidays is the cemetery.
Yeah, this backfired. I'm gonna have to put it at 1, but I'm not happy with that. But you know
what though? I figured a stand-up guy like yourself, you wouldn't mind. A cemetery is a very respectable place to spend some of your holiday time, giving respects to those that are no longer here for the holiday. It
depends. I mean, was I dragged there by one of the ghost of Christmases?
I felt like tearing into somebody for this pick here, but I can't do it to you.
All right. I got what I got, man.
Well done. Here, my boy Phil. We're blind ranking now, 1 through 5. Classic movies. I'm going to give you 5 movies, Phil. You're going to tell me in order the significance, the magnitude of these films in history.
To me or in his?
Well, obviously to you, how you view them.
How I view them. Okay.
All right. Let's start off with a classic.
I'm a movie buff.
A game changer, if you will.
Okay, says you. Go ahead.
Godfather.
The trilogy or Godfather?
Just Godfather. I know you like Godfather 2 better, but Godfather 1 was the trendsetter. Where you put that? I know Godfather 2 is not on the list.
Godfather 1's going at 4.
At 4?
Yes.
Really?
That's right.
That is pretty low for Godfather. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know what else you have on the list.
I'm surprised by that. All right, your next choice is Gone with the Wind.
That's 5.
I think I would also have to put that at 5, not even knowing what else is on the list. I've never watched it in its entirety. And
I've never watched it. I've read the book though.
What?
Yeah, so when I was in second grade, they had an accelerated reading program where you used to get like money or like, you know, play money in school to buy stuff from a store. And the point system was based on how many pages were in a book. So
you read that?
Gone with the Wind had the most pages, had the most points. I read it.
What's the plantation name?
No idea.
Yeah, you're full of crap. You never read it. All right, your next choice.
Right.
Wizard of Oz.
Are we talking about the original or the Wiz?
The original. No, the Wiz. Is that even a movie?
All right, so
It's
yeah,
like
it is. Don't disrespect Michael Jackson. All right, so the Wiz, not on the list, but it would make my no. All right, the Wizard of Oz is gonna be. I mean, I just have no idea. Now, I wish I could flip this with 4 for sure, but I'll go 3.
Okay.
It is groundbreaking, a color movie for that time, pretty incredible. Long-lasting characters, a lot of themes in there. They're perverting it now, but I like Wizard of Oz.
Classic movie. I think we all, no matter the age, we all grew up on it. Yeah. Our parents always subjected us to watching this movie.
That's
I
right.
think it is a respectable choice, especially knowing what the next selection is.
There's no place like home.
I think this is probably going to be an easy one for you.
I'll bet.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. I don't know what you have in store here, buddy.
Uh-oh.
The fact you're throwing out Raging Bull here makes me very suspicious.
It does.
I'm gonna put Raging Bull at 2.
At 2.
At 2.
Man, too often are we leaving the very last pick for number 1. You know what you have at number 1, my friend?
Are we always leaving the very last pick for number
It
1?
seems that way. But you know what?
That
This
means.
is also respectable. I put this right up there with the Raging Bulls, and that is
What is it?
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hot Tub Time Machine, number 1.
You're number 1.
Let me see. All right, so we're talking Hot Tub Time. No, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I just rewatched
I
it
don't know
recently.
if it's better than Raging Bull, and it's not better than any of the first 4. And to be fair, it's probably not better than Gone with the Wind. But personally, I would probably have put Godfather, Raging Bull, Wizard of Oz, and so on.
Yeah, I can see that. I know that if it were me and I had to put something on to fall asleep to, it would be Hot Tub Time Machine. So I applaud you for your picks. Very nice.
I fell asleep to Forgetting Sarah Marshall for like a year straight.
Great film.
Great movie.
Great film.
Great movie to just throw on too. I miss movies like that.
Absolutely, 100%.